people in the front were afraid I was gonna like, whoa, jiggle off onto the stage. So what's up, dudes? Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much for coming out. It's an amazing crowd. So dudes, I was at Noah's Bagel, and I'm standing online, and this little girl comes up to me, and she's like, I have a dog, and she's got brown hair, and I like to brush it, and sometimes she sleeps with me. Do you have a dog? And I looked into her little baby seal-like face, and I said, you know what? Yeah, I had a dog, and she got cancer in her spleen, if you know where that is. And she had to go through lots and lots of chemotherapy. And I had to put her down, and she died! She died! Enjoying nothing while she's still alive! Kids really shouldn't talk to me. Period. So, I am finding it a little bit harder as I get older to go out to clubs, you know, because I will put on some really fancy outfit that I think, hey, you look good, you know? Some like hot, hip top that I spend all day searching in the racks at Kohl's for. And I'll roll up into the club, I step inside, and I look like I'm Laura Ingalls from Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, it is wall-to-wall 19-year-old skank, you know? And I gotta tell you, their shirts are like, and then the skirts are like, and their underwear is like, you know, seriously, I feel like an 80-year-old woman with a walker. I'm like, excuse me, girls, I've got to get to the bar. Oh, yes, bartender, I'll have an Ensure with a twist. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Move it. It's getting pretty bad. So, I was invited to this fancy people dinner party last week, and I got sat next to the supermodel named Brigitte. Yeah. So I said to her, I was like, oh, Brigitte, do you live in Los Angeles? And she was like, I've been living in Los Angeles for 2 months. Before that, I was living in Buenos Aires for 4 years, and prior to that, Paris for 2. Next week, I'm going to go to India to travel for 3 months before I take a quick 1-week cruise on my friend's yacht off the coast of Sardinia. Then I'm going to go and work for Tom Ford in New York City. What about you? And I was like, oh, me, Brigitte? Well, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go and head on over to Ross with my $25 gift card. Then on Wednesday, I think I'm gonna go to a little place affectionately known as Sears to get my tires rotated. And Friday is $1 margarita night at Macho's Tacos, so it's a busy week for me, Brigitte. A busy week. I think she could really relate. One thing I'm getting really sick of is it's seeing text on the booty of people's sweatpants. You know, the last place I need to be doing any reading is off of an ass. Seriously. But like, there's no useful information there, you know? It just says 1984 or pink or juicy. You know, how about putting a little piece of trivia, a little fun fact on there? Like, you know, French fries aren't French, they're Belgian. You know, or a herd of rhinos is called a crash. You like that one, huh? I might try to make those then. Or, you know, Roman coins were dug up in America, suggesting that the Vikings or Columbus weren't the first Europeans to visit the New World. The coins were found in locations for cornfields, Texas, Venezuela, and Maine. One stash was found buried in a mound in Round Rock, Texas. The mound is dated to approximately 800 AD. In the town of Heavener, Oklahoma, a bronze tetradrachm bearing the profile of Emperor Nero was found in 1976. The coin was originally struck in Antioch, Syria in 63 AD. Now that's a smart ass. So I'm going to do my reading. So before I go, I'm going to leave you with another little tidbit, little story. I was at the Gelson's the other day, and there was this hot teenage boy bagging my groceries. And I was like, hey, teenage boy, you know. And so he says to me, would you like paper or plastic, ma'am? I was like, ma'am? Don't call me ma'am, you pimply little pre-ejaculatory jerk. All right? Call me Lady Sexy. And while you're at it, why don't you just call me? So thanks, you guys. It's been so much fun.